Today, I want to talk about why Shera 7's sprinkle sprinkle advice will only help you bag a PDF at best. Have you ever wondered why a woman will have so many accomplishments in life? A woman who is able to stand in front of a crowd and command their respect. But the minute they're in a relationship, then they cannot come up with a coherent sentence anymore. It is not possible for them to explain themselves and articulate themselves in a clear manner anymore. Do you know what that is? You are intentionally minimizing yourself so that these men can feel powerful. This is why you used to be able to go into a restaurant, order a meal, and enjoy it because you're the one that chose that meal for yourself. But the minute a man is in the picture, you'll go into a restaurant, you'll order what you want, he'll order what he wants, and before anyone gets down onto eating, you start by tasting your food, then tasting his, and then all of a sudden you don't like what you ordered in the first place, and his is better, so you're gonna take his. And even while men complain out here that, oh, why are you doing this? I don't understand why. This girl said she didn't want any fries. Now she's having my fries. This girl said she didn't want this. Now she's having my food. I don't like it. I'm perturbed. I don't like this behavior. It's childlike. But in real sense, inside, they love it. Because they get to be the adult and you get to be who? The child. This is why a woman will be out here very eloquent. You can speak clearly with clear words and we can hear what you're saying. But the minute a man is in the picture, now you're bordering on Gugu Gaga. Please, can you? Oh, babe, can I get this? Can you pass me that? Please. Why? Because if you try to articulate yourself in a clear manner, like an adult human being, all of a sudden you're aggressive. All of a sudden you're aggressive and you have to border on a prepubescent girl. Not even prepubescent, I'm gonna say a toddler. It reminds me of when my daughter was 2 years old. Mama, please, mama. So the man can feel like he's the adult and you're the child. And this is why women are being taught that, you know what? You can't be overly successful. If you're overly successful, then you're going to push these men away. And you're gobbling this advice up like it is the gospel. And you do not want to ask yourself, okay, so why is it that an adult man who is independent, an adult independent man, does not want an adult independent woman? That this woman has to actively dumb herself down. Don't talk about your accomplishments because your accomplishments are gonna scare the man. Why? Because he is looking for inexperience. That man is looking for inexperience. That is why he doesn't want a woman who's exposed. He doesn't want a woman who is eloquent and understands and has read books. And most importantly, do not let a man know that you're financially stable. Because then, if he realizes you're financially stable, what does he bring to the table? You are the same ones who are raising men who know that as long as I am rich and I can make money, I don't have to be a decent human being. And the proof of that, your favorite advisor married who? Her abuser. And for as long as he can provide, that's okay. But did she leave him? She tells you to leave a man the minute he cannot provide. But did she leave him the minute he was unable to provide? Because that man lost his job 4 years ago and only got a new job around 3 weeks ago. And from what it's looking like, it's a startup that he is trying to come up with. These people are out here setting you up for failure. Because these men are only attracted to you because they believe you are innocent, you're gullible, you're childlike. And you should ask yourself, what kind of man is looking for a woman who cannot do anything for herself? It is because you are the prey. You are the prey, and he is the predator. That is why he looks for the weakest. He's gonna look for the wounded one, the one who doesn't have money, who's gonna be impressed by money. The one who isn't well traveled, who's gonna be impressed by flight miles. Right? The one who cannot afford her own hair and makeup, who cannot afford her own wardrobe, who's going to be impressed by shoes and clothing here and there. And you all forget that all this is in the campaign phase, when these men are trying to bag you. The minute you are bagged, everything goes up in smoke. This woman doesn't want to tell you that the illusion has to be maintained. You cannot ever, ever agree to be got. The minute you agree that, yes, he's going to propose to me, I'm going to be a stay-at-home wife, you have lost. Because now, what is he going to do? He's gotten you. He needs to go out there and find someone else who is just as ignorant, who is just as dumb, who is just as gullible, to try and bring them into their fold again. Again, this is why women are taught not to be nagging. Because once you start living with this man, once you start dating this man, then you will start to realize his inadequacies, because familiarity breeds contempt. Yes. You will start to notice that, oh, so he isn't all that. He leaves the toilet sit down when he's done. He leaves water all over the place. He leaves his clothes all over the place for someone to come and pick up after him. And he doesn't, and you are not intrigued by that. But you're systemically taught that the minute you start telling this man, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, now you've become his mother. So do what? Shut up and take it. And whether you shut up and take it or you speak up about it, this man knows that you can see his inadequacies. And men like gullible people. So he's gonna go out there and he's gonna find someone who does not know his inadequacies. No one wants to talk about the fact that studies have shown that women bottling up their emotions, changing the way that they talk, the way that they show up in the world so as to appease someone else, is what is leading to autoimmune diseases in women. It is leading to lupus, it is leading to chronic acid reflux, and a whole other load of problems in women. No one wants to talk about that. We all want to say, no, don't be a nagging wife. So when it gets to a point where this man is doing things that you don't want, you just bottle it up. And once you bottle it up, you're going to be so powerful because silence is powerful. Silence isn't powerful. Silence just allows that man to go on doing whatever it is that he wants to do, while you are harming your body. So before you get into all this sprinkle advice, ask yourself, is it easier for you to better yourself in such a way that you can make this money for yourself in today's world where you can freely do that? Or is it easier to change yourself in a certain way so you can find a man to depend on? In today's world, where it is the women that nurture children because men are not reliable, you have been convinced that you're going to find a rich man who is so reliable that he's going to take you under his wing and provide for you for the rest of your life. These women are out here telling you that they're getting allowances, yet most of them do not get allowances. They don't. They only get breadcrumbs, enough amount of money for you to spend and keep your hand open the next month. That is why when these people are left, suddenly they don't have anything. That is why the same influencers are online begging, e-begging for money. Because they know that once they sell you this facade, then you will part with your money. Who is the fool? It is you. Because even the life that they're trying to sell you, they haven't been able to achieve it themselves. They haven't.